loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. As you can tell, I have my spa headband on because we are going to do a spa treatment together that is all for lymphatic drainage. If you do it over time, it is amazing for lifting, firming, sculpting the face, and really detoxifying the body. So if you want to know more about that, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. Welcome to my spa. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. This is all about a technique called Gua Sha. If you remember, we've talked about rollers in the past. I got this brand new beautiful amethyst roller. I love it. I'll link it below, but it is such a beautiful roller. Amethyst is one of my favorite gems or stones, and Gua Sha is a technique that is very, very old. It's actually an ancient Chinese technique, and it promotes well-being by getting rid of toxins in the body. Obviously, we're going to be talking about the face today. Gua Sha actually means scraping in Chinese, and I'll tell you why. Traditionally, coins and spoons are scraped across the body, releasing blockages of bad energy and improving circulation and strengthening immunity. And that's basically where it is, originated from. There are a lot of amazing acupuncture and holistic practitioners that do this as a service. So if you are interested in it yourself, it's really relaxing to have it done by somebody else. But I'm going to teach you how to do it yourself because of the amazing benefits that you can get from this technique. So some of the benefits that you can get from this technique are depuffing in the whole face, detoxifying, as I just said, because we are working through lymphatic drainage and through our lymphatic system, as well as one of my favorite things, which is lifting, firming, and sculpting the face. Now you have to be diligent about this. You can do this about 2 to 3 times a week, and you need to make sure that you are, diligent about it so that you do get the results that you're looking for. But it's really amazing to really lift the jowls here, to work on lines here, of course, through the forehead, as well as releasing tension and swelling all around the eye area, and for those sinus sufferers, as well as giving you a little bit of relief. So I'll leave you 2 things of caution. If you have Botox, I urge you, and I wait about 3 to 4 weeks until that is all settled and in place, because you do not want to move that. If you have fillers, please contact your technician. This might not be the treatment for you if you have fillers. All right, let's get started. So the first step is to obviously have this kind of your body kind of exposed. Now I'm going to be doing a little bit of a shorter version of this because just for me, there's a longer version that includes the back and all sorts of things, and it just, for me, it takes too long, but please feel free to do your research on that. I will also say that this is not the only way to use a Gua Sha tool. There are very many different ways. This is just the way I prefer and the way that I was trained. All right, so for step 1, you want to use some sort of hydrating toner or essence. I'm just using this beautiful Bio Affinity Skin Tonic, and it is lotus and orange blossom. It is so refreshing and beautiful. Give your skin a really nice dose of it. Using the Gua Sha tool also locks in moisture and really brings blood circulation to the face, so that is something that you really want to prep the skin well. Now I'm going to go with my favorite oil. You pick your favorite oil. I'm just using holy oil. This is a blend of some beautiful oils. You can see that it's orange, so there's rosehip in here. There is vitamin C. This is such a beautiful, beautiful oil, and you want to put it all over your face and neck. And you can start the process by doing a little effleurage and really spread that around. Now that that is in, there are many different types of Gua Sha tools. I have 2 here that I personally use when I do skin therapy treatments, as well as what I use on myself. I enjoy this type of curvature for a Gua Sha tool. There also is this one that I will use more for the forehead area, but this is the one I prefer. It just fits better in my hand. So kind of play with the tools. They come in a lot of different varieties, and see what feels best to you. One is not better than the other, okay? Also, whenever you're using a Gua Sha tool, you never use it straight up and down, okay? You use it in a scraping motion. That's what Gua Sha stands for, which means this way, as flat as you possibly can. The pressure is a light to medium pressure, and you're moving very, very slowly. All right, so for this area right here, what you're going to do is you are going to start here, and you're going to push all the way up, and you're gonna do each area between 5 to 10 times. If you're in a rush, 3 is fine as well. And that is 3. And this feels really good. If you want to, you can give yourself a little massage at the top by wiggling it all the way up, wiggling it, and last one all the way up, wiggling it. And for me, I always take one more down and into the lymph. Is in your armpit as well as right here. And then on this side, I am going to go from my collarbone, so you can put your fingers right on your collarbone, and you go over your collarbone and up. And then I like to go down again. This will really help smooth out lines on the neck. It's really effective for this area. Then of course you would move to the next side. Fingers right here at the collarbone to make sure you don't stretch the skin. Get it as flat as possible. This is really all about taking the time for yourself, self-care. Flat as possible, guys, so you can see how flat that is. Now, some people like to do this area right here, and you can flip it on its little edge right here. There's also one that looks like an H that also works really well for this area. But I just kind of start from here. You're gonna put your 2 fingers right here where your sternum connects, go right on top of those fingers, very, very gentle. Now, some people go to their forehead here. I like to work my way up the face. So we're gonna start, you can put your 2 fingers here for some leverage, and you're gonna put your little Gua Sha tool like this, and you're going to gently pull up right where you hit the ear. Give it a little, again, flat, flat, flat. And if you have any kind of TMJ or your jaw hurts right here, just give it a little extra love, because this one will go right into where your jaw is. This one's underneath it, and it just feels so good. So just as much as your body likes to be massaged, so does your face. And if you feel any kind of lumps or bumps along the way, that's basically kind of like your muscles in your back. They need to be kind of worked out. So don't be afraid of that. Just make sure you're not pushing too hard. All right. Now, over the mouth, I like to go like this. So I'm going to put my finger, do half of your face, by the way, you guys, and then pull, lips closed, underneath that cheekbone, up to the temple. Feels so good. Again. Lip smoothing. This is totally lip smoothing technique. All the fine lines around your mouth. Lifting this cheekbone underneath. Massage. Really nice, gentle pressure. up, pulling upwards. Now this one you're going to bring straight across the face. You can either use this tool for it, or you can use this type of tool, any kind of tool, really, whatever works best for you. But I like to use this one. You don't have to have two. And then just nice pulling up to the temple. Really flat here, guys. Pull back into that hairline. All right, look at, can you see the difference already? I mean, this is how serious it is, you guys. I'm gonna go back to this tool now, and I'm actually gonna go under the eyes. I like to hold it like this. You can feel free to do this as well. I like to have the longer end. You just want to make sure you hold this pressure a little bit, so you don't want to pull on this under eye area. This under eye area is really delicate, you guys. Very, very, very light pressure. To the end, and then up. Very light pressure. Lymphatic drainage, really making sure that that draining all the way to our lymphs out here. One more. End of eye. All right, so now top of the eye, this feels really, really good. So you're gonna take the longer part of the curved edge. I like to kind of give this a little lift and a kind of a pressure point. And then I will pull over my eyebrow, again, very light pressure, end of the eye, and up. And again, you can use whatever side you feel comfortable with. You can use even just this one, and up. It's totally up to you. But we're reducing puffiness on the eye. And again, lifting up this brow bone. Light pressure, guys. Do you see that? Look at that, okay? Now the forehead, put your hand over your eye, be very, very gentle. Lay it on the flat edge and gently flat like this, all the way up. This is going to really lift and smooth out those lines. And you can do little massages here at the top. You can already see, I hope you guys can see this, like how much more lifted this cheek is. Okay, so now let's talk about the third eye, or our 11s, okay? So what you're gonna do is gonna do the same thing. You're gonna kind of just put your hands here just for grounding, and you're literally gonna go right over that third eye, flat as possible, guys, flat as possible, and all the way up 5 times. Between 5 and 10 times. I have some stubborn lines right here. Sometimes I'll take the tip and I'll give a little, like this, massage them out. Stubborn forehead lines you can do as well. And then you take this, ground, and you pull. This is one of my favorites. I have some sinus stuff going on, so there's a little bit of pressure when I pull this over the eyes. The last couple of things I'll do is I will just take this and just gently go down the nose. And then I will hit the pressure point here a little bit. Open up those sinuses. And then the last step to finish off this side of the face is to go all the way down and into the armpit. So I hope you guys can see the difference in the two sides of my face. We've now brought blood flow up. Your face should not be that red afterwards. If your face is very red afterwards, you're applying too much pressure. So you want to be gentle with yourself, okay? And then also too, if you have rosacea or active acne, I would wait until it calms down a little bit, or use a roller. So jade, rose quartz, amethyst, you can do the exact same thing that we have done here. Just like this, right? All the things we just did, okay? With the roller, it just is not as effective, but it's a lot more gentle. So people that have a little bit of compromised skin, like rosacea, eczema, acne, and are having flare-ups, you want to try to be really gentle with it. Now you would just do the same on the other side of the face. And I will do that off camera, so this video isn't a million years long, but I do want you to notice the lifting, if you can see the lifting effect on this side. Now, if you could imagine doing this 2 to 3 times a week and really getting those results that this would give you. I mean, just look. It's crazy, and this is the side I sleep on. So I'm not as diligent about this as much as I would like to be. I want to be a little bit more diligent about it, but 2 to 3 times a week is fantastic. If you have your rollers, feel free to start doing the technique, as well as using the rollers over masks. It really helps product penetration when you're using it over a mask. I hope that this was fun for you guys. This is one of my favorite treatments to do in the treatment room, and I look forward to doing it on myself a little more often. And I hope that you enjoyed a little bit more of a holistic approach to aging, since if you are not into fillers and Botox and facelifts and all of that type of stuff, this might be a great remedy and resource for you. So thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you.